everybody, this is Milesluigi welcoming you back to Let's Play Mario and Luigi, Partners in Time. Joining me today is...
the Evil Pop-Tart.
Unfortunately, Higsby is out due to school responsibilities for this week, so let's go ahead and just continue on through the Gritzy Colosseum and get into it, because we just unlocked the entrance to the back door.
Dun dun dun! I'll try to do my best. I'm not as good as commentator as Higsby, but I'll do my best.
Okay, well last time we were talking a whole bunch about Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and now we're entering the Grand Shroob Colosseum. This thing is actually called the Koopaseum.
Ha 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 ha, good pun.
Now right up there's like that hole right there, and it looks like I could toss the babies into it, but that's totally not how it works. But this secret entrance isn't really much of a secret entrance, it's more like if we climb the Colosseum a little bit, the door is just kind of right there.
What do you mean tossing babies in holes isn't permitted? What is this?
Exactly, my point exactly. I thought we'd be having the babies go on super ultra stealth mission inside the Colosseum. That's not what's gonna happen, unfortunately.
I was thinking we could throw them in, they would land in the middle of the arena, and then they would have to fight to the death for their lives.
It's interesting that you mentioned that, because actually right now we have a really awesome view of the Colosseum from those windows. Let's actually take a look inside. That's one heck of a view. Albeit you can't really see anything on stage unless you have a telescope, which evidently Mario and Luigi have.
And a lot of purple, mean old enemies, too.
No doubt there is a lot of Shroobs all over this entire arena, or Colosseum. I still have it in my mind that it's an arena. Anyway, before the games get rumbling on, it looks like the leader has a message to tell anyone, or everyone.
Ooh, who is this? Oh my.
Help me!
Uh-oh.
So we were just introduced to Princess Shroob, and we just saw Princess Peach get eaten. And we're now going to see Kylie Koopa get kidnapped, though they don't really care about the Mario Brothers at all.
Okay.
So yeah, Kylie Koopa got confiscated, but we totally didn't get confiscated there.
Not their loss.
You know, the Shroobs, for a species that like drinks everything for like all their nutrition and daily livings, they are greatly entertained by, I guess, watching people getting eaten by PD Piranha.
Wouldn't you
Makes
get
sense.
entertained by somebody being eaten by a lion? Cough,
Fair
Rome.
point.
Cough, cough, Rome.
Fair point. You got me there. You got me there. We did pick up a new badge here. It's the Hit POW badge, which lets you maintain a powered up state for until you get hit once, which is actually pretty useful of you, because normally, like, if you're on a battle in the normal overfield and you're just facing normal enemies, you start the battle powered up and you keep that power up for until you get hit once. And seeing as those battles usually only last like 2-3 turns, that's really useful.
Yeah, I'd say, wow, that's pretty good.
It's just a straight power increase for until you get hurt once. And like during a boss battle, maybe that's not so useful, but you know, for a regular everyday battle, that's a really useful badge. Anyway, let's go ahead and hit this switch. That opens up a passageway into, well, another, I guess, Koopa chamber. I like how this is like a super Koopa-themed Colosseum. Leads me to believe that this actually wasn't really built by the Shroobs. Or if it was, they really like Koopas, obviously. Anyway, unfortunately, there's a big gap in the way, and the babies can't cross that gap.
They pretty much just stole this arena. That's kind of evident. They're just borrowing it, I guess you could say. It's in Twink Wink.
Anyway, we have to roll around with the adult bros all over this entire place, actually. It's a good thing we're not playing a game of Wrecking Crew and just destroying the back end of this arena.
Either that or pinball. This is one big giant pinball table.
It is worth noting that there are a lot of Shroobs here, and I find it interesting that the Colosseum is in the desert, because since it's in the desert, you'd imagine like there'd be a lot of Shroob UFOs outside, like it's a parking lot, but there was none at all. Where do these guys park?
Sure that parked on the ceiling? Or the roof? Sorry, the roof.
Maybe they are parked on the roof. Maybe there's also a basement where they all park. I mean, there's a giant desert out there to park your vehicle, but you don't want to park your vehicle out there. There's a whole lot of Pokies out there. So unless you like a lot of holes poked into your UFO, it's a pretty bad idea.
Either that or it gets buried in the sand and you lose it.
Oh man, yeah, that'd also be a bad idea. Anyway, we do need to get the babies up to this ledge, which is where we can get them up to, which will take us to a brand new light dark room. There we go. Now we've seen this mechanic already, so we already have a pretty decent idea how it works, though they tend to get more and more tricky as we go along the game, because we will be seeing rooms like this for quite a while into the future. The platforms get skinnier, and the platforms you have to traverse get longer, and it's just like, well, now okay, there we go, I made it to that platform, and I actually pressed the wrong button.
It's called natural progression, Milesluigi.
So just make sure you do pay attention to the bottom screen and you do press the right bro button, because there isn't any time limit or a timer that you're under here. It's not like we're trying to speedrun the game. You know, just take your time and you should be fine.
Just like anything else, low and slow wins the race.
Slow and steady wins the race. Where did that come from originally?
Isn't it the story of the tortoise and the hare?
Really?
That's what I always thought it came from. But I'm referring to low and slow like when you're cooking stuff on a grill, because you have to cook everything low and slow on a grill.
Oh, okay. There we go. And by pushing the button, that opens up another door down here. And let's go ahead and... Oh, the babies can't jump up onto that platform. Let's go ahead and sneak our way into here, in which we just find a conspicuous save block and a big giant elevator in the middle of the room. I wonder where this goes.
Uh-oh, not a good sign.
Up it goes. Center stage.
Yeah, see what I tell you, not a good sign.
Directly into center stage. And I don't know what act the Shroobs are playing, but obviously we've become part of the act now.
Played cool, Milesluigi, played cool.
Luigi! It's a good thing Luigi's stage fright isn't freezing him up too badly, because we've actually gotten ourselves right into a boss battle.
Well, so much for playing it cool.
Unfortunately so. So this is the Shrooboid Brat. Now I don't know what version of the video that you download Eva Pop-Tart, because whenever I encode these for us to commentate over, I encode multiple versions. Do you see a health bar?
Yes, this is the small one I see.
Okay, perfect. You do still see the health bar. Okay. Since basically everyone here has discussed about how, hey, these boss battles just kind of take forever and we eventually just run out of stuff to talk about, I decided, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to show enemy HP, which isn't something the game normally ever shows you at all, so you actually don't know how far into a battle you've progressed so far, just for our own sake, so that if we know we're like, oh my gosh, when is it going to end? We can be like, oh, hey, the boss only has 300 HP left. Okay, it's going to end soon.
That's a good idea. You mean there's no health identify badge?
No, there isn't. This was a complaint I had back actually in the original Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. There's no way to see enemy HP. It continues through all Mario and Luigi games. No enemy HP is visible, period.
Well, damn, that sucks. I do like that when they did it in Paper Mario and Thousand Year Door.
Oh my gosh, I could use a tattle. Anyway, the Shroob brat attacks us with candy. He has an attack where he'll watch the audience, just like this, and based on the number M or L's that are visible, he'll toss the lollipop at the one that gets voted the most.
Well, that's kind of obvious, don't you think?
And the thing is, he throws his lollipop, and he just regurgitates another lollipop right after that.
You mean he can regurgitate lollipops? He makes candy?
Yes. He makes candy.
Must have this candy.
Are you suggesting we put Shroob Brad on like an assembly line and make him just make lollipops?
Yes, then we could sell them, and then we could get all our money back from this shitty plumbing job, and we wouldn't have to be plumbers anymore. There, problem solved.
Okay. Alright. Oh man. Another thing that I did show there when I did both the Fire Flower attack and the Smash Eggs attack is that I did actually use the alternate version of the attack where I pressed the baby button instead of the adult button. For the Fire Flowers, it lets you hit airborne enemies, and for Smash Eggs, it lets you kind of charge up an attack, so to say.
So you're saying you did not push the right button?
Unfortunately not. However, this is the first boss battle that I've gone into with my Big POW badges. Big POW allows you to gain additional attack power whenever you successfully complete a bro item attack, which for a boss battle, that's really useful. Because you're going to be doing lots of bro attacks anyway, so, you know, you successfully do a bro attack, wham, attack power increase. You're going to be seeing Big POW a lot in boss battles, so I'm going to try to, that I'm saying here. Anyway, another thing that the Shroob Brat can do, as you saw there with that Fire Flower attack, is sometimes the audience can throw down Shroob Brat items. It's not just exclusive to Fire Flowers. They can also throw down mushrooms and poison mushrooms, which is an interesting attack because the mushrooms heal you and the poison mushrooms hurt you. We're going to see the Fire Flower variant again, so unfortunately we aren't going to see the mushroom attack. It's the same attack, really, than this attack. Though this attack I'm not necessarily a big fan of, because even if you know which bro the Fire Flowers or the Fireballs are going after, it's like the exact timing is either really tight or I just don't know it.
Yeah, I was going to say, you were having problems with that there. Wow, that hurt.
I'm leaning more towards I just don't know the timing. There we go, with a little bit of help of Big POW badge, we just completely destroyed the Shroob Brat in front of a giant Colosseum. We win!
Suck it, nerds!
You throw some hyper crazy induced Shroob at us? No, he's down. He loves sugar. He wasn't that fat. He must eat his sugar in moderation or he regurgitates it. That's how he does it. In the sense, he's a bulimic Shroob.
No, we're not going to go there, just no.
Bulimia is bad, kids. Okay. Unfortunately, we are kind of surrounded by a lot of Shroobs at the moment.
Look what they just did! Who's going to fix that? What the hell? I hope we're not going to get paid for that. Or billed.
Let's hope our insurance claims don't get anything on that, because actually they knocked a hole down into a cave underneath.
Who's our insurance adjuster, Mr. Toadsworth?
That wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
Oh no! Oh no!
Poor Mario.